Now we're going to paint your nighttime sky, and I want you to create a range of value, which means it goes from light close to the moon and fades very dark far away. First, trace your circle wherever you want your full moon to be. And then you are going to create a tint of blue, and that is a blue plus white. But since it's I'm sorry, I have a very messy palette at home. Since it is so close to the moon, we want just a tiniest touch of blue and a lot of white because it's going to be the brightest part of your sky. Outline that moon with your light tint of blue, and you're gradually going to mix darker and darker colors, and all we're going to do is we're going to have less white and more just of that dark blue as it fades out. Now let's mix the blue with a little less white and a little more blue, and we're going to repeat that until we only have dark blue. So let's try to create a range of value in our sky and make our sky fade from light close to the moon to dark far away from it. The good thing about paint is you can paint over it. So if you're like, that's not light enough, then mix a lighter color and go on top of it. You're gonna see me do that here in a little bit. So feel free to do that too. If you want, you can add stars with a toothbrush, so dip it in your white paint and do a little flicking just in the sky, and then you can share that toothbrush with your neighbor. Remember, toothbrushes do not go in the water. Please don't put toothbrushes in the water. Next up, we need to create grass, and I want you to show the texture of the grass, and the texture is how something feels. So instead of painting really smooth grass, try to show the little blades of grass by doing lots of lines side by side. You can even get fancy and add highlights with the white paint from the moon. But what is texture? Texture is how something feels when it's rough, bumpy, prickly, even soft and fuzzy like Penny. So let's continue to show the texture of our grass using lots of different shades of green. So some with some white in it, some just dark green, and filling that whole bottom space.